Did you guys call?
Yeah, we just so she's trying to scam us with credit fake ID and credit card.
How?
What do you got? What's going on?
I don't have nothing.
A single barcode scan just exposed a woman living 3 different lives at once. 27-year-old Alina walked into a Boca Raton pawn shop on May 7, 2025. Confident she was about to walk out with a $12,300 Rolex Submariner using someone. Elsa's stolen identity. But in the next 60 seconds, cutting-edge technology would unravel her entire criminal operation in real time. Picture this. Alina approaches the counter with the poise of someone who's done this before. She presents her driver's license, Miranda Emily, alongside a matching credit card. To the naked eye, everything appears legitimate. The ID looks professionally made, the signatures match, and she carries herself with the confidence of someone making a routine luxury purchase. But here's what she didn't know. Modern pawn shops use barcode scanning systems that instantly cross-reference government databases.
The fake ID and the credit card name matching to fake ID. When I scanned the ID, came out different name and address in my system, so I figured.
When the employee scanned her license, the screen displayed something chilling. The physical card read, Miranda Emily, but the barcode belonged to Kimberly Harrison, a completely different person living at a completely different address. The employee's training kicked in immediately. This wasn't just a fake ID. This was synthetic identity fraud, where criminals merge real and fabricated information to create entirely new personas. Research reveals that synthetic identity fraud alone caused $6.8 billion in losses in 2024, with 72% of these schemes flying under the radar of traditional detection systems. As police arrived, Alina continued texting frantically on her phone. Investigators suspected she was coordinating with accomplices, a telltale sign of modern fraud-as-a-service operations, where criminal networks provide complete identity packages, customer support, and even subscription pricing models starting at just $50 per month. Officer questioning revealed the psychological profile typical of sophisticated fraudsters. When asked for basic information about her supposed identity, Alina couldn't even recall her own fake date of birth from memory. This cognitive failure under pressure exposes how criminals store elaborate deception algorithms in their minds, rehearsing scenarios until opportunities arise. But notice her unwavering commitment to the lie. Even when confronted with evidence, she insisted Miranda Emily was her real name. This reflects the narcissistic mindset researchers have identified in 87.3% of female prisoners with personality disorders, viewing criminal success as simply taking what they believe they deserve. The breakthrough came when officers deployed mobile biometric equipment. The HID Nomad 30 fingerprint scanner, FBI certified and capable of working in harsh conditions, captured Alina's prints and cross-referenced them against state and federal databases in seconds. What happened next was like watching a magic trick in reverse. The sophisticated facade crumbled as the scanner revealed her true identity: Alina Arancibia, a 27-year-old with an extensive criminal history. All those carefully constructed lies, the professionally forged documents, the matching credit cards, undone by 10 tiny fingerprints. This represents the cutting edge of law enforcement technology. These mobile systems achieve accuracy rates comparable to specialized equipment, while maintaining strict chain of custody protocols required for legal admissibility. Officers can now verify identities instantly, preventing criminals from disappearing into their synthetic personas. But Alina's case reveals something more sinister about modern identity theft. Her fake documents likely came from what experts call template farms, sophisticated operations, providing editable versions of official documents. The largest on record, Dot Juicer, enables mass production of fraudulent IDs across multiple Criminal organizations. The integration of AI has revolutionized these operations. Deepfakes now facilitate creation of synthetic photos, signatures, and even paper textures that make fake documents nearly indistinguishable from authentic ones. AI-generated scams surged 456% recently, with deepfake attacks projected to rise over 900% in 2025. Consider the psychological calculation behind Alina's confidence. She believed her synthetic identity was bulletproof. Criminal networks now operate with industrial precision, creating stable infrastructures disguised as legitimate businesses. They've professionalized fraud into subscription services with dashboard analytics, mirroring legitimate marketing tools. As officers placed Alina in handcuffs, her demeanor shifted from confident purchaser to cornered criminal. She finally stopped insisting on the fake name, but damage assessment was only beginning.
They scanned it, came back to another name as well. It comes back to nothing for us, so just need to try to figure out who she is.
Investigators discovered multiple fraudulent documents, suggesting this Rolex purchase was just one transaction in a larger criminal enterprise. The charges tell the story: fraudulent use of credit card, possession of fraudulent driver's license, and providing a false name to law enforcement. But these legal consequences represent only the tip of the iceberg for synthetic identity fraud operations. Here's the most chilling aspect. Somewhere out there, the real victims whose identities were stolen to create Miranda Emily may not even know they've been compromised. Synthetic identity fraud often combines real information from multiple people, making detection incredibly difficult until significant damage has occurred. Research shows identity theft victims experience complex trauma, extending far beyond financial losses. 32% report moderate to severe emotional distress, with older adults and minorities showing significantly higher likelihood of anxiety, depression, and feelings of violation. Recovery can take years of documentation, credit restoration, and psychological healing. The average synthetic identity fraud loss is $15,000 per incident, with projected total losses reaching $23 billion by 2030. But behind every statistic is a human story, someone's financial life hijacked by criminals who view other people's identities as mere commodities in their digital marketplace. Alina's arrest represents both a victory for technology-enabled law enforcement and a warning about our digital future. As AI-generated content becomes indistinguishable from reality and criminal networks industrialize their operations, cases like this will only become more sophisticated and frequent. The convergence of automation and commoditization means anyone can launch complex identity theft campaigns without technical expertise. What once required specialized skills now comes pre-packaged with tutorials, customer support, and money-back guarantees from criminal service providers. But this case also demonstrates hope. Mobile biometric systems, real-time database verification, and trained investigators can still outsmart even sophisticated fraudsters. The key lies in staying ahead of criminal innovation through technology, training, and international cooperation. When Alina walked into that pawn shop, she thought she was buying a luxury watch with someone else's stolen life. Instead, she discovered that in our digital age, your real identity is the one thing you can never truly fake, and the one thing that will always catch up with you.